frequent a few Facebook groups for both Shopify and Squarespace, and I usually hear the same request over and over again. And it's usually something along the lines of, I just launched my website. Can someone take a look and give me some feedback? And then I find myself giving the same feedback over and over again. So there are 5 things that I find that are often the most common. And these are the 5 things that I believe that every business website should have, and they're detrimental to your site. So if you don't have them, they could truly be hurting you. The first one is a clear description of what you do. This is often the most obvious thing. Like when you go to a website and you don't know what it is that they're selling, it's really hard to know if you're going to make that purchase, but it should be obvious for most people, but it's also probably the hardest thing because many of us either A, don't think that we need to explain it because when you look at the pictures, it's going to be self-explanatory, or B, if you're like me, you don't want to talk about yourself. You don't want to boost, your own ego or whatever. But ultimately, they have to know who you are and why they should buy from you. That's your value proposition. It tells your customers, what makes you so special and why they should spend their money with you. You can sort of think of it like your elevator pitch, as much as I don't love the term elevator pitch, but it makes sense. So if you have 30 seconds, which is actually probably less than that on a website, but if you have 30 seconds while you're in the elevator and someone says, what do you do? What do you tell them in 1 to 2 sentences? How do you explain who you are and what you do? So that is really the easiest thing to explain for it, but it's probably the most hardest thing for people to grasp. The second piece is a way to contact you. This is the trust factor, as I like to call it. I've written about this in the past where I truly believe that your contact form is actually one of the most important pages on your website. Add a method of contact. So whether that's a phone number, an email address, you can do a contact form. If you want people to contact you via social media, make sure that you're going to respond. Just don't let these things go into black holes. So you should have a contact method that you will actually respond to. I'd also wager that if you were to add an 800 number to your website, that it would increase your sales. Don't believe me? Prove me wrong. Go buy an 800 number, put it on the top left or top right of your header on your navigation area, and then you'll be thanking me when you see more sales coming in. But definitely you need a contact method, and you need to have a way that you will actually respond. Don't just let these things go into a black hole. The third one is original and quality photos. I always defer to try and find original photos instead of stock photos, but many people worry about this part because they never know what the optimal size photo or video should be. I usually say that if you upload an image that is 2048 by 2048, that's the most optimal. Not less than 1,000 by 1,000. Anything smaller than that, it's going to start to look pixelized. But most themes on Squarespace and Shopify will resize it. Shopify especially, they will create multiple size images so that it's appropriate. So I also, if you noticed, I said 2048 by 2048 or 1,000 by 1,000. Square images are great, especially for products, because then it creates uniformity. And so every image is a square, as opposed to you have a horizontal one here or a vertical one here. Allowing for that consistency would really help with the aesthetics of the page. The fourth one is a clear description of your product or service. When you're creating your description for your product or services, I usually recommend to aim for between 200 and 500 words. This is really going to help your website with more clarity on what it is that you do also, but it actually adds to your SEO as well. So it's an essential piece of your SEO. If you're not sure how to expand on that wording, maybe you're stuck and you're like, I just don't know what else to write. Think about the questions that your customers are emailing you about. Maybe they want to know how long an office visit is at your site, or what this t-shirt is made out of, or is this plastic or glass, or whatever it is. But those are easy ways for you to expand out on your description. The last and final one is policies for your store or your site. For some reason, this often gets overlooked, and I think it's because people don't know what to say. Shopify does have templates that you can utilize. Please don't just copy and paste them. There's a ton of errors in there. So definitely read through it and make sure that it fits your store. But having a return policy or a privacy policy, or the things people need to know about working with you if you're a service provider. Maybe if you're shipping, what's the average turnaround time, or where do things ship from? An about page is essential. Tell me who you are and why you created your business the way that you did. So all of these policies and procedures and kind of who you are sort of thing, these are all trust elements. It helps people to understand that you are, again, a legitimate business. So I want to see about pages, return policies, exchange policies, shipping policies, like I said, privacy policies, whatever is appropriate for your business, you should be including in there. But have a section for policies and procedures. Fairly straightforward, right? So take this opportunity to go and make these changes to your website. These are all essential pieces that every website must have. And if you suffer from problems like these and you would like some help, my website rescues may benefit you. It fixes problems like these and dozens of others for our Shopify and Squarespace stores.